Okay, I am here at the Plainfield Cemetery in Wisconsin. This is the cemetery where Ed Gein is buried. 3 very popular horror franchises were, based off this man. So I figured, I'd take a trip up here. So, if you come up to the cemetery and you want to find out how to get to his stone, this road I'm standing on right here, that's the second, entrance in. So you take the second right to get in, come along down this road, and here is actually where Miss Warden, she was Ed Gein's, final victim before he was arrested. So her stone is right there. May she rest in peace. The road, curves left, so you follow the road. And I get a marker. This here, the stone between the 2 trees, Tibbetts. Ed Gein is right across from it. His family's stones. Here, as you can see, this was his brother. Now, he was not convicted of killing his brother, but many believe that he did kill his brother. Yes, this is his brother, Henry Gein. He was mother, Augusta W. Gein. His father, George Gein. Of course, as you may well know, if you're a big horror fan or, you're interested in this sort of thing, he loved his mother very much. Of course, when his house was still standing, that was one of the few rooms in the house that was kept neat when he was arrested. It was practically untouched. Now, his stone I actually believe, someone was saying it was between his parents' grave, maybe down here. I mean, next to his brother would make more sense. Either way, though, the stone is gone. And that's because someone from Seattle, stole it. And then they chipped it away and sold parts of it away on eBay, which, that's how he was caught. I believe it was eBay. And what was left of the stone, you couldn't really read anything anymore, unfortunately. So, but as far as I know now, I believe it's in some museum somewhere. Unfortunately, his stone is not here, but I am standing, above where he was buried. Very cold out, but anyway. So I think where I'll stop next, so I will pause the recording, but I'll go to the store where he actually, murdered Mrs. Warden over there. So, I might just briefly film the outside of that. Then we will see if I can find where his property used to be. His house has been torn down a long time ago. But it's possible to, get to this property, so. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I'm here in town now, and honestly, I'm a bit skeptical if this was the actual location of the original hardware store. It's definitely a different building, or at least mostly remodeled, if it is. Of course, the original store is Warden's. It's was owned by Bernice Warden. But yeah, it's just been said. Maybe it was just speculation that this was where the store was. But well, at the very least, you can get a look of the town since I'm here. Building there used to be an opera house. That's interesting. So again, unconfirmed if that's the original location of Warden's. But I mean, it is or it was a hardware store. Kind of looks possibly closed down now, but. Okay, I'm here at the property of where Ed Gein's house was, so I'm going to look around. Fortunately, the house was burned down, and most likely by a local. But you can still check out the property. Building up ahead, I'm not sure. So that's just some shed. Obviously, it's not his house, but I'm not sure if that was originally part of the property. That may have been built later. Someone did own the land and the house after he was arrested, so I'm not sure if that was built later or not. But again, the actual house is gone. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Silence of the Lambs, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Psycho are all based off, his actions. His actions. Not sure how far this trail leads to. I'm probably already walked over the area where his house was, but I suppose if anyone else is curious, well, here you go. It's probably the old road, maybe, you know, him and his family would, it's the road that they used to use. It's maybe used for hunting now, this area. So, there's deer. Pause it one more time. Okay, I'm back. So, yeah, this was an interesting trip. As I said a little bit ago, Ed Gein, of course, the movies Psycho, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Silence of the Lambs, were all based on him. Ed Gein was born in, I think, 1906. He lived to be, I want to say, 84 years old. He confessed to killing 2 people. I believe Mary Hogan, that was like mid-1950s, maybe 1954. Then, of course, Bernice Worden, I think that was in 57. But many, or some anyway, believe he killed more, including his brother. I wish I could tell you exactly where his house was. I am not a local, though. But I'm sure I went over it, though. And my best guess is, well, either side of the shack, possibly closer to the road, but I want to say is, on this side or maybe around there. Yeah, well, thank you for watching.